I prepared something, and I have also something will be distributed. And I bring now, I would say, abstract. I did not want to say what I say now in respect of the time, but in our picture we have to make it clear. There are three, for us, there are three phases, spheres of, I can't say really existence. One is the sphere of human beings. The next sphere is this of the spiritual beings, and the third is the sphere of God. And they are divided, and they are not really to mix up. And that, for example, Shekhinah, what was named earlier, this would be in our imagination a part of God, like the same Shem or Bracha, and this is an instrument of God, of His working in His creation, but He Himself is another sphere. He never could be reached. So, and this is something of the background what I would say. Now I said I will bring only an abstract. Spiritual beings, yeah, what is spiritual beings? And if I take references from the Holy Scripture, I tried to make a system, because there are so much, many things what I should mention, that it is a little bit easier, but it is not possible to do it exactly, if there is a structure in it. Therefore, I thought the sphere of God. And there we have many texts that God sometimes gathers his hosts. An example could be King Ahab and Jehoshaphat go to a war against the Arameans, against the will of God. Angered, God approves Ahab's path to the destruction, and this action is carried out by the Spirit, a member of the host of heaven, who appears unrecognized as a misleading, lying spirit. So you can read it in 1 Kings chapter 22. This is one example, I have here more, of the assembly of God. Another one is the appearance of spiritual beings. You mentioned with one word, yes. Some cases of the apparitions offer the opportunity to learn the names of spiritual beings. There are not many named spiritual beings. And I quote, the angel Gabriel was sent by God to a town in Galilee called Nazareth to a virgin engaged. The virgin's name was Mary. She was much perplexed, and the angel announces the pregnancy of the birth of Jesus, and here you see the name is Angel Gabriel. And Gabriel is in the Bible never an archangel. This is a development of time later. Then you had only a hint to this, what I now say. The Archangel Raphael plays a central role in the book of Tobit. A man with a speaking name, Azaria, combined Tobit. Raphael explains the context, and now he says, chapter 12 of Tobit, I am Raphael, one of the 7 angels who stand ready and enter before the glory of the Lord. And this is a typical example. The angel can't go direct to God himself. God himself is quite in another sphere. God acts with his name by himself, but an angel is ordered in something, but he can't go direct to God himself. Then another part you also mentioned, the spiritual beings at the end of time. The angels are the actors who separate the good from the bad in the end time judgment. I could bring some quotations if you want to hear it. I will bring it later. And in the book of Revelation, the seer recognizes a gigantic conflict between the spiritual beings. Michael, an archangel, turns with his angels against the evil ones and the devil and the Satan, and his followers are also called angels. The name angel, you can't see it is a good angel or a bad one. You have named angels. I could also, I read this snaps, yes. For if the singular is used, angel, a man, spirit, Lord, commander of the army, cherub, seraph, lying spirit, unclean spirit, demon, Satan, destroyer, the ancient serpent, great dragon, and so on. And the next is, if there are more, angel, host of heaven, army of the Lord, heavenly beings, multitude of heavenly hosts, ministers, mighty ones, invisibles, thrones, dominions, principalities, authorities, cherubim, seraphims, legions, saints, and so on, and could bring more. And at least I bring only examples where there is a real biblical text in the background. This is also a question in the literature. You can read something, stories that are very interesting, but if you would try to find where it is really written, no. The next but here I end now the view to the Bible, and now the development of Christian understanding in post-biblical times. And here we see, or we could see, the work of the fathers, yes, and where I have found quotations as from Justin 100 to 165 till Bonaventure and Thomas von Aquin. This is 1221 and 1221 to 1270. But this is in 13th century. In this meantime, you find forever writings and positions of different theologians from Tatian, Irenaeus, Clemens von Alexandria, and so on, Athanasius, Gregory, the Great is one of the most important persons in this question. Now about nature and equipment. The great interest in the exact how long is my time? 20 more minutes. Half time is gone. Yeah. Yes. The great interest in the exact description of the spiritual beings among the church fathers is due to the effect of external influences on Christian popular religion. And the popular religion has no real system. But this is very interesting. The Christian theology has a system from the very beginning. It is in the Old and New Testament, there is no system when speaking about angels. But in the Old Church, we have a systematic system in the background. And this is a reaction to the popular religion, to clear special questions. The influences challenged official explanations to provide guidelines for Christians. The challenging positions consist, on the one hand, of elements of Jewish and extra-biblical traditions. On the other hand, from the ideas of the pagan majority population. The Greek word is often in the background. Then the spirituality of the spiritual beings was claimed by Pseudo-Dionysius and Gregory the Great. However, this idea of pure spirituality, I said that full spirituality. There's a question: how spiritual are spiritual beings? We have different positions. Yes. The idea of a pure spirituality only became established throughout the church in the high scholastic period. The end was Thomas from Aquinas. And this was widespread, and is basically the same elements what we use today. Then, because angels have been sanctified by the Holy Spirit since their creation and have never sinned, they are immaculate and blissful beings. They live in blessed community with God. Community in the sense what I told earlier. And then Satan was already cast out by God before the creation of the world. This was origin. This was the first who said this. Yes? Then task of the angels. I said I bring only short ideas. God also works through the angels since they serve him. I could bring many examples. And then, however, angels also serve human beings, especially Christians. Every person has a guardian angel, based on Matthew chapter 18. And now, what was next? An angel can protect a single person, a Christian community, a city, or an entire nation. I'm not sure that you have in mind that since it was then decided Synod of Karl the Great, since Karl the Great and the discussion afterwards, there is the angel Michael, the archangel as a patron of the Heilige Reich Römischer Nation, the Holy Roman Empire of German nation. This is official, it's the official title.
That's why it does not exist anymore.
Maybe. Archangel had not worked, good work. That's. Now, some statements of the Church Magisterium. It begins, the Council of Nicaea 325, there is said, we believe in God, the Father Almighty, who created all things, heaven and earth, visible and invisibles. Yes. Omnium visibilium et invisibilium factorem. Then the most important council was the Fourth Lateran Council under Pope Innocent III. And some ideas from that Lateran Council. The devil and the other demons were created by God as good creatures. Before the creation of man, this is there was that date offered. Before creation of man, God created the spiritual world, angels, and the physical world, stone and so on, yes? And then human being was created. Then the next theme, spiritual beings in religious lives. Spiritual beings are treated differently in the Christian church. And before I will speak about this, I came from a meeting in Helsinki yesterday, and I said I have to go here. And then one colleague from Holland said, when we was young and in his families today, in every room there are more than one angel. And everywhere angels. What will you? What would I say? This was his question to me. Now, the churches of the Reformation, as a principle, as such, solus Christus means that spiritual beings do not play a special role in churches of Reformation, and it's till today so. The Catholic Church, I don't know the council, there is this quite else. There are church buildings dedicated to angels, guardian angels and archangels. And I was sometimes, in the official liturgy and worship, the fathers of the church already emphasized that angels take part in Christian worship, especially the Holy Mass. They celebrate the festivals of the church year with Christianity. In every Holy Mass, you can hear that we sing with the angels. Then 2 days a year are dedicated to angels. And the Catholic, every day has a dedication in Catholic liturgy. And the 29th of this September is dedicated to the archangels, Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. Uriel and such things where I will bring the hints. They are forbidden for Catholics, yes. And 2nd October is a feast of holy guardian angels. that every year. Now I try to have a small look to Orthodox Church. Many churches are dedicated to the archangels, usually a single one. Also here in West Europe, not only in the East Europe. See, this was my personal experience. See the Archangel Michael Cathedral in Moscow in particular, and there was more than one time there. It's a wonderful church, yes? And why? Which is also the burial place from Tsar Michael I, 1596, to Tsar Peter II, 1755 to 1730. And the next, comparable with Catholic use, is official liturgy and veneration, 8 November, the feast of the Archangel Michael. Now I have a small look to esotericism. And I was surprised how active the veneration of angels are today. I have only one hint. Now, what I found, angels are forever good. Everyone who endeavors a life of a peaceful, peaceful and good behavior can become themselves angels. And I found a special group there. You have to become a member of these groups. And one of these groups in Switzerland, there is, I think every week, but so if you have paid, you will also get the information. Bring the Archangel Michael a message to the world. And there are many groups, not only one. You can find and this is a closed society, and when you become a member, then you also get, sometimes it is official, and most it is only for the members. And there are seminaries, and there are many pictures and jewelry and so on, where they bring the message of these special archangels into the world. And thank you for your attention.